This is Julie Jordan Scott, and I am here for 31 days to be a better writer. How's it going? Whew. Did you see this? Maybe you did. This is what I created in my art journal because I was too tired to write. Is your name Fay Ray Designs? That's really interesting if it is named for the famous actress Fay Ray, perhaps. Really interesting. Anyway, this is what I created because I could not find the energy to create words. So I simply took some paint and put it on the page. Hi, Kim. And I said, this is what I can do instead of language, because I am so spent that I have nothing left to give with words. I cannot pluck a word effectively out of the air for any of my projects. So instead of writing, I created abstractions. Yeah, we all have those days. I think that as writers, people who create with words, it can be especially disturbing and debilitating when we push ourselves to write when there's no language there. I think that when we have issues with the inner editor and the inner critic, and when we work on projects like NaNoWriMo, National Novel Writing Month, or we have really big goals for ourselves. And so here I am on this 31 days to how to be a better writer, you know, day 3. And I'm like crashing against a wall myself, and I thought, how perfect. Rather than go with my table of contents, I'm going to talk about giving oneself permission to take a break and not write. To take a break and say, language just isn't my thing today, because sometimes language is too much. I mean, I've goofy stuff like I can't find my battery for my portable Wi-Fi. I've made like 3 different table of contents and outlines with thoughts and suggestions. No. So the third key to be a better writer in 31 days is to give yourself permission to not write. To say, okay, instead of writing, I'll throw some paint on a page. Instead of writing, I'll accept people to wait on me hand and foot. Instead of writing, I will listen to a friend talk to me. That's what I did for about 45 minutes. My friend said, I feel so bad because you're so busy. And I said, it's okay. Listening to you is awesome. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to take a conscious break, which is what I usually do when I know that I'm scheduling a break. But it's also okay that when things get a bit on the overwhelming side, should just put the brakes on, kind of like Stop in the Name of Love, a little Diana Ross and the Supremes moment. Yeah, thumbprint. Do you actually mean like putting paint on your thumb and creating with your thumb? Or do you mean creating small art with your thumb? You know, this paint swirly, no brush. No brush. In fact, no, there's no visible thumbprint or fingerprint, but yes, this was used as acrylic paint with my fingers. So the other key to this, allowing yourself space for a break, is to also give yourself permission to be kind enough to yourself to not critique yourself, to instead applaud yourself for taking that break. It would have been easy for me to say, well, I'm not writing, so I'm not going to scope. I elected to scope anyway because I think this message is important. It doesn't have to be polished. I don't have to have a beautiful outline. Don't even have to speak eloquently. In fact, perhaps it's better that I don't. So thank you for being here. Those of you who are here, thank you for the hearts. I think that's from you, Miss Kim. Thank you for being understanding, and I hope and trust that next time you're feeling like you are all sponged, all the water is just wrung out of you, take that deep breath. Recognize it's okay, and allow yourself the space to take a break so that when you come back to your writing project, you will be alive and ready and refreshed and more able and happier about putting words on the page. Because if I forced myself to write, chances are I would not be a happy camper about it, and I would not be producing content that's worth anything. So it would be a lose-lose rather than a win-win. Taking a break when I'm this tired is a win. So, thank you for being here. Take a break and know that this is a significant part of improving as a writer, as any of the rest of it has been and will be. So if you're wanting things to continue to work on, continue being alert, continue to document, continue to make lists. And this one says, perfect divine timing for sunset. It's the same one I pulled yesterday, which is telling me, guess what? The divine timing to write this is still divine. There is no expiration on divine timing. That's quotable, don't you think? There is no expiration on divine timing. Love yourself, love your words, love your process. It's all good. Thank you for being here. And I look forward, as always, to the next time that we're together.